Emotional damage.
What are you doing in my swamp?
I got you, homie.
Cancer, good morning. So I said I would do your reading, just one big thing I ask, and that's it, and then we'll get on with your reading for the next 48 hours, Cancer. If you can just not click off and watch the video for as long as you can without clicking off the video. If you guys can do that, it'll help me out tremendously, okay? And then also maybe a like, if you can smash that like button. But just please try to keep that algorithm consistent just by watching, okay? So let's see, Cancer. For the next 48 hours, what have they got coming up for the next 48 hours for Cancer? So you've got an offer. I've actually been offered a job, Cancer, but I'll tell you at the end because you want your reading. But there's an offer that comes in, quite something very stable, maybe lucrative, but it is to do with your feelings. So you could actually be with this person. It could be someone new. You've got moving forward and moving on from the past. Some of you may have rejected this energy here. I'm also hearing Regina, Ricky, Rachel, Revel, also the name Revel or Bevel. But yeah, some of you are maybe considering like giving up something for something more, okay? I'm actually looking for something a little bit more than what I'm getting here. So it might be considering maybe leaving a job, okay? Cancer, next 48 hours. So you got the 8 of Swords. So it's like I'm bored, stuck at home. Some of you might be going to visit family. You could actually be going to see a person. If you are, it might be a Gemini going to see a Leo or an Aquarius placement here. If I say place, you say 1, 2, 3. It might be a fish. That means Pisces. But it feels like in and out, going, I can't really see your love life here at the moment, Cancer. Cancer, next 48. So you got the 6 of Pentacles, Cancer. I will put the camera down so you can see it in a minute. There's some stress and worry about money here. Definite kind of like, am I spending enough time here or spending enough time there? Some of you could actually be single here. This is to do with around medicine and doctors and serving people. It could even be a drug addiction here. But like serving someone, okay? So I don't know if you're being served papers. Okay, I'm also hearing Rizzlers for some reason. Some of you could smoke copious amounts of ganja here. But like, yeah, it's not really telling me too much, to be honest with you, because I'm seeing singlehood, parenthood, is what I'm hearing here. So some of you could be a single parent, or this person that you're indicative with is a single parent. This is not being able to afford much. Like the 6 of Pentacles is, I want more than what I've got, but I'm still giving, like here. I'm still giving attention or time towards something that is not giving me it back. Like, you know, I keep spending all of this time doing something in my life and it doesn't seem to be very lucrative. Like if this is to do with money, it just means that I'm spending all of this time, putting all of my effort and my 3 of Pentacles into something, but all I'm really getting out of it is 2. So it's like I'm kind of like teetering on the balance of like breaking even here. It might be to do with around what you're doing around your work. I'm just sort of like breaking even.
Nice.
You serious?
Here, or breaking Stephen. Let's see. Cancer for the next 48. So you get this inevitable beginning of an end. It's like a Jim Morrison Cancer, really. I'm really picking up single energy here for messages. Because whether it be work or money, Cancer, it feels like that the amount of time and effort that I'm actually putting into something, I'm really not getting too much of a reward out of it. Oh, okay, so this might mean ADHD. This could be medication here. If you have ADHD, I don't want to go on about this too much because I think people are sick to death of me here saying about it, but because the reason why I said reward is because a person with ADHD doesn't get a dopamine reward. So they can have a lot of addictions, drug addictions, alcohol, food addictions, overspending energy, spending too much time doing something, speaking too much, like, you know, and I'm having to provide for someone that is in this way, and it's very difficult for me to keep up with the amount of money that they're spending, and so on and so forth, right? So I can spend a little bit of time with my partner, but then I spend more time alone than what I do with my partner because I'm not getting enough reward from what I'm doing right here. So it feels like that whatever it is, I feel like doing something else. I feel like doing something more. Okay. Could be a job here, because the center of attraction of all of these swords is pentacles. So it feels like that's the main attraction here, is how much money am I getting? And if I'm not getting enough, then I need to find something that gives me more here. Let's see. So why do they have the Ace of Cups for Cancer in their next 48? So 5 of Wands. Oh, there is a lot of conflict, maybe with a Sagittarius or a Taurus possible. Okay, I don't know if you're actually arguing with this person, but there seems to be a lot of bickering. And Rebecca, yeah, someone's cut someone off here. I do pick up this vibe of singlehoods for you guys that are single, and I keep hearing singlehood, parenthood, that a single parent. Like, even if you're split up from this person, the person that you or they are split up from is a single parent here. Why the 6 of Swords? Yeah, there's the child energy here. So I don't know if it's childish or a childish fish, or a child that's standing in the way of your relationship. Is it family? Like something to do with someone's family here, and their family doesn't agree with who they're with here? Because I'm picking up that this Page of Cups is the center of attraction of why this is happening. Now, that's either because of childish communication between adults, or it is a child that's causing conflict within someone's commitment and relationship. Like, say if you're a person and you've met someone and the child doesn't like who you've met, they don't get on with the partner, and then it's causing a lot of arguments in the actual relationship itself because the child doesn't get on with the stepfather or something here. And if it isn't, it might just be childish communication. Well, not childish communication, just like I'm sick to death of all the fighting and all of the fuss, and I just can't be doing with all of that. What's the 8 of Swords? Is the Star. So you've got 2 8s here, wanting to go, just wanting to leave, wanting to get out, wanting to do more, like a yearning and a calling that it's calling me to go out. So some of you might be on your own and you're going out quite a lot, and you're on your own and you're like, well, you know, the only way I'm ever really going to meet anybody is by actually going out quite a lot. Okay. This is also like a spiritual calling of feeling like I'm trapped and I'm stuck at home and I feel like that I need a job or something is pulling me in a direction here. What's the 6 of Pentacles? Is a 3. So there is a mistress here. If you guys are worried about a third party, this is always my Meg Ryan card and a piece on the side. So, because it would relate to a mistress in it, well, in my book of tarot, in my head, is a mistress. So it can be, but that is also a mother and a matriarch, right? And it can just be your partner. And there's frustrations going on around their mum or parenting, okay, and getting on with life. Or your mum, and there's a scattered energy here, like, let's see, 9 of Swords. I mean, it's only the next 48. Cancer. Oh, so you got the Queen of Cups in reverse. So there's a rejected energy here. So there might be a third party here, and someone's accepted someone but rejected the other. But this female is either one worried, sick that she's being rejected, or she is the one rejecting someone. Tell me more about this Queen of Cups here. Because it's feel like I've been let down, like I'm tired and exhausted by Queen of Cups in reverse. Because it could be you. Oh dear. Let's hope that isn't. So where the hell is this narcissistic energy coming from then? Because there's the 5 of Wands and the 9 of Wands there. I don't know, man. Because 9 of Wands is either paranoia or it's fiction based. Like, you know, I've got a connection with someone but they don't with me, but I have to force them to have it. You know, or I want someone that I can't, And there's a lot of, like, whichever way around it, within the dynamic of the group, there's controlled issues. There's like, you know, because this is illness, like someone that's very ill. It can be mentally ill, physically ill, but just like ill. Because there's worried, like, because 9 of Swords is mental health, you see, this. What's the 10 of Swords? Could be a person with ADHD here. They do worry. I have it myself. 3 Pentacles. Scorpio. So there is an ending. And you've got another 4 energy here. Aries or Scorpio. There could be court situations. This is also like an interview. Something that comes up and there's an ending and a beginning. But there's worry and there's stress. But like I said, man, if a person has mental health, if there is mental health there, that is, trust me, that is really a sign of worrying, because you overanalyze. There's a lot of thinking, a lot of thoughts that run through one's head, or the name Ed or Edwina or Eddie. So it's always running through my head, and I can't get it out, and I don't know what to do, and I can't do anything about it, and I'm stuck right here. But something needs to end. What's the Death card? So Aries did come out in the end here, or Scorpio. 3, the travel. So something coming up for you here. Not Aries, Cancer. There is something coming up, but I don't know if you deal with someone that's like flirting and teasing with someone online around sex. It's like a pay-per-view energy here. Like, you can't see it until, like, if I had a 2 or a High Priestess, but this can be like a flirt that's flirting online, texting someone or emailing someone, or like a pay-per-view. Okay, it's also like a traveling job or something like that. And it might even mean where there's a lot of distance between you and your partner. Like, there's too far to travel to go and see them, and you can't find where they are. Okay, and they've gone. This person's ghosted someone and abandoned the energy here. This is like sick to death of the fights. This is like, fuck it, I can't be doing with it. I've had enough. And then the distance is just more kind of like, But there seems to be something that someone's getting satisfaction out of here. But you do have 3. You see, the World is a 3. This is a 3, which is Pisces. And then the 3 of Pentacles is also a 3. So it can be Pisces, but you do have those that do represent possible third energies there. So what you do with your reading is going to be down to you guys. So there you go. So if you would like more of an in-depth reading, Cancer, I know I haven't been on here that much and that often, but like I said, I am in the middle of getting another job, because tarot's just not enough to support me anymore. So, and my family. So I gotta get another job, but it is part-time at the moment. But I've got an interview this afternoon, 12:15, and hopefully if it goes all right, I'll be set up there. But I've applied for 6 or 7 jobs, and at least 3 more after this one look quite promising. So I'm waiting to hear. So tarot is always I'm never going to give up on my business, because it took me years to gain. But yeah, don't worry about it. But I'll let everybody know at another time. If you want to help me out, Patreon is always there, because your weeklies and your 2 weekly readings every single week is always available to you on Patreon. Never going to stop Patreon, because that's my source of income. But like, Patreon is below if you want your 2 weekly readings every single week. Just make sure you join, and there you go. You've got access to thousands of readings, and all upcoming ones too. So thanks very much, guys. Really do appreciate it, and I will catch you next time.